Hello again, everyone. It's Professor Olander. We're getting ready to start the second day, and you can see it's 15:37. When we left the last video, it was 13:09. So we've done about 2 hours and 30 minutes or so worth of in-game time. You can see that the seconds are clicking by a little bit faster, so it wasn't quite an hour. We did 7 passenger runs. We've got 5167 worth of money in the bank, which means that we started with 5,000. So we've made $167 today. Doesn't sound like much, but the first day we just ran passenger runs, and that was enough to pay for the load of coal that we're going to get in the morning. If I can remember where I saw it. Let's see here. Here, yeah, okay. So $150 per 50-ton coal car. So we have enough money to pay that, and I believe the engineer is going to charge us a little bit of money for the AI. So there's that to consider as well, that you're going to have to pay for your AI engine crews. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go on back. I did some efficiency testing running back and forth between ELA and what I was going to say was I did some efficiency testing between ELA and Whiting, and at 30 miles per hour going from ELA to Whiting used about 162 gallons worth of water, and going 25 between ELA and Whiting used 140 gallons of water. That's over 2 miles, give or take a little bit. So it's really not that much efficient. I was looking to see if there was any real measurable distance. 20 gallons worth of water is really, that's not going to make or break you. If it does, you had problems to begin with. So, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over, and we're going to spot this train over by the coal loader. And then in the morning, we're going to, we're basically going to bring the cars in, or take the 10-wheeler out. We're going to do our coal switching to get the stuff over to the coal loader, service this train. We'll set it up to start running passenger trains back and forth, and then we'll go out and do all of our regular switching. That's the plan anyway. And let's see, not sure how long it's going to take, but we'll find out, I'm sure. So there we've got skeleton cars. Which I don't remember if those were there before or not. Those are probably part of the contract. I honestly didn't even pay attention if those were there before. So that is one of the things that I'm... So Stenzel Manufacturing, that was over by the depot. Okay, this is the sawmill. I could take this one and take those skeleton cars. We're not going to do that. We'll do the farm supply. We'll just take 2 for right now. I'll worry about the skeleton cars later. Alright, let's transition him over to yard mode. I want to come back 10 cars. We're gonna park this train over here on this little track. these car counts seem a little on the weird side. Come on, 5 more. Oh, okay, this is the switch that's backwards. Yeah. I forgot, this is the switch that normal is diverging for this one. Come on back 2 more. One of the other things that might be interesting is if they put it on here where you could actually type in how many cars, or if there was like a thing over here where you could maybe adjust the car counts, because it only gives you like 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, which is kind of correct because it gives you by halves. So that's good enough. Let's see. Are we clear of that switch? We are clear of that switch. So we're gonna put this engine to bed for tonight, because we're done with this. We'll leave the we'll throw it for protection, and we're gonna call that one a night and say that we're done. And the more I've thought about it, this is kind of gaudy, and I'm kind of honestly tired of looking at it, so we'll go ahead and change it. Let's pick something. Something that's not god-awful. I'm not a fan of Pullman green, so we're going to use something... I don't want to use blue. Blue's alright. We'll use blue. We'll use something... I'm just kind of... We'll go with that one, just for right now. I'll look up a hexadecimal of something that I like a lot better. Let's see. We'll do that. And then we'll number this one. Oh, let's see. What do I want to name this one? I'm trying to think. I can't remember the number of Man of War. We'll call this one 1855. How about that? That works for me. Thought I killed my car. So there we go. Snake Oil Line Railroad, 1855. Actually, I wonder if you can we, instead of a number, just give it... Okay, so the road format's not for okay, so it has to be a number. Alright. Good enough. We can only... You can't change the number, or, I mean, you can't change the... Let's see, what does that do? Yeah, okay. We'll just call this one the Snake Oil Line. That works. And then we'll give this one a number of... What do I want to call this one? I think we'll start these with 10,100. I think that'll work for me. That way I don't have to worry about doubles. And let me just check on this thing. We're at 70%. We have one car over here on the interchange that's ready to go, and we're just going to double check and make sure that we are on the right one, which we are. So let's see here. We will do this. Where is it? Settings, and we'll go ahead and sleep. $110%. 150 for one car of coal. We did. What do we do? The shop wages were 30. Engineer wages were 14. And fuel was 150. So we paid out today. We're at a negative. What is that? 27. Negative 27 for between day 1 and day 2. Not the end of the world. We're gonna make it all up today. I actually forgot about the shop workers. I should have ran one more round trip, but it's okay. I don't want to take out a loan. That's why I'm doing it this way. So what we want to do, first of all, we want to check on this one. It's at 82%. I've heard that if you don't, that did 12%. I don't remember if that was a full day. I don't think it was. I think that was half a day. Would have done 24, which would have got us up to 96 or 94. I think we're just going to go ahead and use this one. And we're going to take a little bit of a hit on reputation, but we've got 110%, which means that we're going to have more passengers, which is one of the reasons why I want to have both engines running. I don't want to give up on the passenger revenue today because we're going to have more. I want to go ahead and run this engine along with the other one. So let's see what's on the interchange. We have these guys here that are bound for, this one's bound for the Stenzel manufacturing, and as far as I remember, this is just, we take it and drop it. And actually, this is just take it and drop it too. This guy has to, we'll have to drop this car. These can be shoved in, so we need to be on that end of the train. Actually, we'll just couple onto this end. We're going to make things pretty simple for this move. We're going to grab these cars, and then we're going to grab that car. We're going to run down here past. We're going to drop that car like we did yesterday, and then we're going to run up. We're going to take, we're going to stop in Whitting. We're going to cut these two cars off, stop. We're going to take this car, go all the way up, or kick it into Stenzel, and then we're going to grab the other two farm supplies, take them up there, and then we're going to drop them into the other siding. And I'm doing this from memory, so it may not be 100% correct, but that's how I plan to do it right now. You know what they say about plans. They last until the first bullet flies. So the first thing we need to do is get the coal over to the loader, and then I'm probably going to, let me think here, because I want to start getting passenger operations underway as soon as I can. So to clear that, oh, that's not going to work, is it? Yeah, because that's on the shop track. Okay, so that's, we're going to have to do this a little differently. That's fine. That's fine. So really, I need to grab that car first. All right, let's just go ahead and take control of this one. Let's take the handbrake off. Why is the handbrake on that one? Is it because this? Oh, okay, that's why. Because this is separate. All right. Now, did I give this thing a whistle? I think I did. I think I gave this a whistle. I did. Alright, so let's just get this thing woke up. And let's move it out of the shop here. Let me look at something here. Okay, they get paid by the day. Why is... Why do I not have control of this thing? So that might be a bug. Let me select this car and then select that back. Interesting. So I don't know what to do with it now, because I can't stop it. Well, yeah, I do. I can do that. So that's interesting. I don't know what caused that. So apparently the either it's because the locomotive isn't 100%, the brakes aren't working, which is what it seems like is the problem. Because I can't do anything. Well, that sucks. That messes up everything that I was going to do today, but that's all right. So either that's a bug, or because the engine is damaged, I can't do anything with it. Unless I'm missing something, because I literally cannot do anything. Even if I put it in yard and tell it to stop, it won't stop. So the brakes are either bugged out, or it's because the engine's damaged. So we'll go ahead and just put it on back into the... We'll put it back into the shed. Well, now I can't even control that. Did I leave it in yard? Okay, that's why. Let's put it back in the shop. Well, poo. I should have checked it yesterday to see if they worked, but we'll suck up the loss and we'll see if once we get to 100% if it actually works. Are you not going to apply? Okay. So we're going to leave this here. So I guess we're taking this guy, so let's set the handbrake on at least one of these cars. There we go. We want to... I gotta get over to the other side, so we'll do this the way we're supposed to. We'll cross over, and we'll close that, unhook that. We didn't need to do that, but we're gonna do it anyway. Gotta remember to reverse this guy. And then we're gonna take control of this. Select, and I'll run it out of here. All right, so there's our indicator that we've got separation of the air hose in between the two cars, that little yellow thing. So let's just go ahead and pull the cup lever. So now we're unhooked. Forward, off, yada yada. Oh, I've probably still got this thing in road mode. Yeah, there we go. On Prancer. Helps if I take the brake off. Try and do this a little bit quicker today, since we're burning up daylight. I'll try and get all this switching done as quick as I can. We might take one more contract for the sawmill, but I doubt it. Keep this below 10. Alright, bag her up. I just want to turn that headlight off. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Perfect. Like a glove every time. We're not going to put air on this. There's no reason to. We're going to kick it. Alright, I need to take control of you in order to do this because you don't know how to. So let's see. Actually, yeah, I could have let him do it. That's alright. That's alright. I'm not worried about air. Just want the air brakes. So let's go ahead and get this thing. Actually, yeah, I do need to be on this side. Alright, Sammy, take it away. If you wonder why I'm being a little quiet today, it's I'm trying to do this kind of realistically. I know for me that's almost impossible to believe, but that's kind of what I'm doing. So I'm mainly really trying to focus on what I'm doing. That H key is kind of weird for some of this stuff. I think we got enough room if we back all the way into the shop. Now, specifically speaking, this would be a no-no. I think we can get enough speed from here. Am I gonna get crushed? Nope. Not today, Jesus. Or, I'm sorry. Not today, Satan. Okay. The switch that we need to throw is... Let me just make sure. Okay, that's that guy. Alright. So this is gonna... Hang on to your jimmies. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and select this car so that way it's up. So I can do that. Alright, this is gonna be a rollicking run and start here. Pray to God. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing spotted now. Is the brake? No, it's on the other end. Well, no, it's actually, I can see the platform from here. It's on this end. I'm going to try and get this before it derails. So I'm going to say about right here. Now, Kith. I can't believe that worked. Alright. Coal, anyone? Yes, please. I'll take some. Alright, so let's back this bad boy up, and we'll get us some coal. We don't need that anymore. That's good. We could have went a little more. Right there is fine. Ooh, well, let me check. Let me make sure that we've got quantity and storage 2 tons. Does not include loads and cars online. So that's interesting. It doesn't include the 150 tons that we're sitting right there. Or 50 tons, I'm sorry. So there's 2 in the chute, and then there's 48 on the car. Okay, so that works for me. Let's go ahead and load in some coal. That needs sound effects for sure, which I'm sure they're going to add. Let's see. I forget what the capacity of this thing was. I think it's 6 tons. Let's actually look and see. Shift T. This is the G16 Mogul. It holds 6 tons of coal. So let's see. Create. So while that's going on, let me look and see. There needs to be, even my switch list doesn't have it. I need a thing. They need to put something on here where you have what active contracts you have, and if there is one, I might be missing it. Of course, I could open the tutorial and look. Station stop. We don't need to worry about that. Milestones, repairs, other ways to grow, onward. Okay, so we're pretty much done with that. Let's see. We took one from Stencil. It doesn't say. We're just dropping cars. So okay. So I'm not even gonna. I don't even know why I'm asking it. We're just doing drops today. So that's the glory part of these missions, is that we're only going to do that, and then I'll probably take the skeleton cars up for the sawmill and get them loaded. Is that right? That's pretty close. Open the hatch for it. Yeah, close enough. So we're pretty much empty on that. So while that's going on, let's see. So one of the things I don't like is I can't pull up the stations. Wholefield eating oil, Whittier, Gila station. See, it doesn't tell me how many passengers are waiting. This is interesting. We'll need this whenever we do the sawmill, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Whittier Depot. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how many passengers are waiting for it. You have to actually go to the depot, which, let's see, how fast is this thing filling up? Holds 3,400, I think. So let's go up to Whittier, and let's just see how many passengers are up here waiting. Shall we? We'll swim across the little creek here, or river. Well, I guess that's bigger than a creek. Let's see. 42. Hot damn. We're going to make a whole 42 bucks off that one. I need to make sure my fusees are where they are. So apparently they only last day to day. So let's see. I think it needs to be about right here. And then let's go back to Gila. And we'll go ahead and set that up while we're here. We want to do that right just beyond the switch points. Well, that fusee stayed. Oh, I remember why. Okay, I'm a dummy. It's because that wasn't at there. So let me go back here. I put the fusee in the wrong place. It's back there by the road. Should have been back there by the road. It should have been like right there. But that's alright. So we'll just extinguish this guy. And we'll put the fusee like right here, I think. Alright, so let's go back to our train. I'm going to get my guy. I'm going to leave him here. And then I'll just teleport myself back over there. So let's do this. So the thing... Actually, you have to be in first person mode. That's right. So we do need to teleport ourselves back over here. So let's do that. I don't know where I ended up teleporting. I wasn't in first person, that's why, so that's kind of annoying. Alright, let's go over here and teleport. And come over here and pick up our train. We'll ride it back. And let's see. I can't hit it from here. Let's use the yard helper again. So, nope, wrong car. I need the engine. Give me the engine. All right. Now let's go up here. Let's give it the orders, yard, reverse. 10 cars. The old 10-car shuffle. Oh. I do that every freaking time. Rule number 1 of the railroad, check your switches. That's good. Gotta remember that switch down there is lined for the wrong track. I swear these car counts are short. This is about 2.5 here, so I'm gonna give him 2. You're still 2. You're about 1.5, so I'm gonna give him 1. I don't know. It might. Well, yeah, I guess that is 2. I think part of it is the FOV is really throwing my distance counts off. That's why it helps if you're close. So now he's still a good car away. Now he's a half car. I'm on another half. Ah, come on. I think they'll get this sorted out a little bit better. That'll work. Do I want to put air on this? I mean, if we want to be legal, yeah, we should put air on this. We'll sort it out once we get up there. We're gonna make it legal. Like I said, we would run this realistically. We'll make it legal. All right. All right. So with that out of the way, we're gonna take this thing back over into manual. I'm gonna run it up to Whittier because I can. I need to take these handbrakes off though. Let's see. Oh, so these cars did spawn with handbrakes, so that's interesting to note. That one's released. That one's released. 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 Okay, that one was applied. There we go. Alright, so we're ready to go. We need to go up to Whittier Station and get ready to pull this thing off. You can definitely tell the train's heavier, that's for sure. Need some rod clanking sounds. The rail sounds are decent, but need a little bit of clanking to add some atmosphere to it whenever you're drifting. And we're clear. Thing is burning through water too, like crazy. Alright, we want to throw... that switch. Turns out I don't have to kick these cars. I forgot there's a spur here. So let's go ahead and start stopping. We pull a little bit beyond that switch, it's not the end of the world, because we gotta drop those 2 cars anyway. Now realistically you wouldn't, I don't know why it's not letting me bail off, but realistically you would want to bail off your locomotive brakes, because on these you can actually heat the tires up and they come off of the hubs. So just FYI. All right. Yeah, back up. So what we want to do here, we want to tie that handbrake, and that should be enough. We want to close that angle cock, and then we want to make this cut here. So we want to do a cut, and I'm going to do this from the ground. Brakes off, forward, and off you go. Thought I'd turn that headlight on. While that's stopping, I'm going to go up here. I need to make sure. See, the thing is, the switch list is not telling me. It should have already auto-populated. So that guy there is going to Stenzel Manufacturing, BB2. So if I go up here and I pull up Stenzel Manufacturing BB2, it's literally right there behind me. So, okay, I just want to make sure that is the track that we are going on. So let's throw this switch. And I'm just going to do it one more time just so I'm sure. That is the one. Okay. Let's go ahead and start bringing this thing back then. We're going to pretend this crossing's flagged. I really ought to kick these cars, but I don't feel like it. I think it's just going to be a little bit of a hassle, and it's probably going to take just as long to kick them as it would to go ahead and switch it the way that you really ought to switch it. A little bit of an uphill here. A lot of an uphill here. What they do, put this thing on top of the highest point on this little flat? Here, a bunch of flange squeal. Alright. Put a little bit of Indy on here. So that's nice. If I got to a point where there's close, it actually shoved me up one rung. And that'll be good enough. And there we go, payment for delivery, so that's 65 bucks. The biggest thing is, and I'm guessing this is how they've got it rigged up, is you basically want to have the door on the platforms, that way they can unload it. So good deal. I know you're not supposed to cross the knuckles, don't judge me. We just need to set a handbrake. Just do it from the ground. And we'll just ride on over there. Oh, I didn't pull the cover. There we go. Ka-chow. One of the funny things is that they don't have the animation for the pose, so that's how I'm hanging off the back here. It's a little on the funny side. All right, slow down there, Speedy. We must have started with more water than that, because I thought we started with 36. One of the other things that I like, and I'll show you here as I step down, is that the animations for climbing the ladder, so like right here, it is, I'm just going to pull back just by holding the S key, and it instead of just like dropping, it actually feels like I'm stepping up onto the stirrup, and or I'm dropping down onto the ground. So I'm gonna switch this one manually because it just takes too long with the AI. Ah, no, no. It's like right there, right there. Come on. That's what happens when you're too good. And it's not gonna decouple. So that is one of the things that they modeled, as much as I hate to admit it. Damn you, devs. So if you don't hit it hard enough, the knuckles won't close. Oh my god, I gotta do this over again. Come on. So annoying in real life too, whenever you can't get them to close. Alright, that's a hook. Alright. Even though I don't have the brake set, and I don't have the reverser. I'm trying to kill somebody. Alright. See, well, let's do this first. We would do this, we would tie that in, make sure we got brakes, and then we would knock the handbrake off. Everybody happy kosher? Good, because we're going. Don't make me turn this train around. I guess I need to tie the switch in on the other end. Could probably go do that now while I'm thinking about it. Let's see, it's control. Oh my god, I cannot get used to this camera. I'll just stay here and wait until they cross. What did we get paid? We got paid $65 just for the drop. All right. Oops. Like I said, we'll run this one a little realistically. You'd always want to keep the throttle open, especially when we're getting ready to set brakes up. Now, one of the things I don't like is the keyboard shortcut does not bail, and even bail's not wanting to bail. And that's the thing that I've noticed with the AI engineers is that they don't bail off the independent brake, and that's a no-no. So far, I mean, this game is, like I said, I've said this a couple of times, that it has potential. It needs some cleaning up. The UIs are a little wonky. It needs some... It's got too much information, and has too much information in places where it doesn't necessarily need it, and then it doesn't have enough information in the places that it does need it. So, like, the whole contract thing, you need to have... When you go to take them, which one was it? When you go to take your contracts, instead of just saying, oh, there's a tier 1, 2, or 3, and these are the terms, you've got to fill them within so many days, it should tell you this is how many carloads you're going to be expecting. That way you don't get stuck with a contract before you know what the terms are, and you know, end up having or not being able to fulfill it, and then you take the reputation hit. I mean, you wouldn't assign on a contract without actually reading it. So that's one of the things. The UI can stand cleaning up. This guy down here, the indicators, I think they should probably be a little bit bigger. Would be nice if when you push tab, these tracks for the industries show up to either tag or something. The mileposts I don't mind so much because there's actual physical mileposts, there, and plus the map itself has the milepost on them. So there's milepost 59, which we've already passed, and you can see that we're coming up here. I do like how the camera tracks on the map. And maybe even on the track or something on the map, just show which ones are which. Just little details like that to kind of help players out. Alright. We have arrived. And how do I want to do this? Because I got to go on that track there if I'm not mistaken. And I know I'm blowing through crossings, and it's mainly because I'm more or less paying attention to something else. We can do it this way. We'll just go on up to the next one. We'll just go on up here. I'm trying to make sure I'm at the right place. I mean, I know I'm at the right place, but let's see, it's that track over there. Okay. So we don't need that up anymore. So I guess I should get ready to hop down. Not yet, but I guess we're gonna do that. Alright, we're gonna hop up on the fly here. I'm gonna wait until we get the engine past, that way I can line this switch back. More wrought iron wheels for you. Sure I can catch that switch there. Some of the other things, I'm sure that they're going to update some graphics. I think I'm playing on... Let me check real quick here while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm playing on very high. I probably could play on ultra. I haven't seen any sort of tank. There's some weird wind effects going on there. All the trees are bent up at the top. Weather is supposed to be a thing, which I haven't actually... That's something I really need to look into. I know there's a way to change it. Optimize how cars are moved. Can save CPU time on particularly busy railroads. Okay. Might need to do that because I think the passenger car was getting a little janky. Input, sound, graphics, characters. I'll have to... There is a way to change the weather, and I can't recall what it is right now. Let's throw that switch. I think there's enough room for these cars. We're gonna find out. Oh yeah, there's enough room. There's enough room. It's gonna be tight, but there's enough room. There's enough room to put... What is that? That's probably gonna be about 5 cars, I think. At least. Yeah, Yeah, there's enough room in there for 5 or 6 cars. Let me just pull up that. It's not a very long siding, but we can get it in there, or not a siding, but a spur. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these cars up. We want to go back as far as we can. Yes. Okay. So the next step for us is we'll get right here, most dangerous place in the world to do this. We want to close that angle cock. We want to close this angle cock, and then we want to bleed this car. Well, we're bottled. Okay. Never mind. We're bottled, so that's not going to be a problem. Alright. Let me fisheye it a little bit so I can see some things. We want to put this in forward. Wait a minute. I just thought of something I need to be where I can see the switch. Switch is right there. Okay. I need to be over here. This is going to suck. Well, I can do it from here. Okay, that'll work. All right, let me reset my FOV. Okay, pray to God. So let's see, knock that off. No! There we go. Okay. Now we hop on these. Hopefully we got enough. I think we got enough speed here to do this. It's gonna be a little tight, but by now we're way clear of that switch. So if we don't make it, we can come in here and shove it on in. I think this track's got a little bit more of an uphill than I was, or it's a little bit flatter than I was expecting. Why are you still moving? Stop moving. Or is that... I guess that's track noise. For some reason I thought it was the chuffing sound. We'll just kind of slowly... This is about what speed you'd kick a car at. You wouldn't want to get too carried away with it. You want just enough speed to get it down. We're clear of the road. We can go ahead and throw the handbrake on. And there you go. So that's $132. So what have we made today? We have made a grand total of 132.65. That works out to 197. So we've made almost $200 just off of that. That's just the switching fee. We're actually going to get an additional amount of money from the actual contract fulfillment once that goes through. So these cars are done. I'm going to go ahead and put them into emergency. Well, there we go. So now they're set. Typically you would do that and then you would set the brakes. Let's see, we need to line that guy back, and that guy can stay that way, and then he needs to get back. And need to get the engine out of here, and then I'm gonna send him back with the AI so that way I don't have to deal with it. Get him past the fusee. Alright, let's put you on the road, reverse, 30 mile an hour. That way I don't have to sit there and get him back to the yard. So let's go down here to Whittier. While he's on his way, I'm going to look at a couple of things and just see if I can find some stuff about the weather, and then we'll change the weather. So console, save game stats, teleport, wait. Use the game mode, temporary fix for company mode. You can check your current balance, money cheat, so you can get money if you need to. Fill, set load, set condition. Maybe you can only do it in multiplayer. I know that they had fog, because I saw on Stir's stream that they had fog, and I could have, maybe I missed what, maybe I missed it. Let's see here. I'm getting sleepy because I had to work today. I've done 2 videos here after getting off of work. AI engineers, fusee stop signal switch thrown against this end of track, another train, road mode, yard mode. Unlike in road mode, will not stop when approaching another train, but will instead slow to below 5 miles per hour to couple with it. Okay, so I didn't know that. So apparently whenever you're given the car counts, they will automatically slow down to it. So that's good to know. It needs some tweaking to get it, you know, just so. And then let's see. Finish looking at these. Tab, Control P, which I haven't tried Control P. So that's that. Reverser, Control Shift N, move entire consist to another track. That's in Sandbox. Okay. That's that. I'm just trying to make sure that I've looked at everything that I can. This is to customize your character. I like the Thompson hat better. And they need some more variety on the bandanas. I'm sure that's planned for down the road. I'm just trying to see if I didn't overlook anything with regard to weather. The switch list thing I really need to look into. I know that I've seen the devs do it. I need to go back and watch their stream because they showed how to set it up, and I missed that part because I saw them cleaning it. It has something to do with the way that you tag the cars. I've already looked at that guy. Let's see here. Let's just go through. Operations say, okay, overall is 110. I was about to say, why did we get a thing? So our reputation effects means that we're getting a 25% discount on reputation on phase costs. So when we go to milestones, this was $10,000, now it's $75,000. So that's an incentive to do things the way that you really should be doing them. You don't want to bust up cars and damage them and whatnot. Repair speed, we've got a 50% repair speed bonus. So yesterday we did 12, which means, well, we did 12. I think we started at noon. So if the game started at noon and then we did, let me make sure. Yeah, okay, I'm at the station. So we started at noon. We went to 6 a.m. the next day. So what is it? That's 12, 18 hours. Say that they did 12%, so it's a percent an hour. Because I'm assuming they work till midnight. So 12%, so they would do 24% a day. The engine's at 70, no, it's 82. So theoretically tonight it would be fixed. But since we're getting a 50% bonus, so say if they do a percent per hour, that's 24% per day, then they're going to do half again as much, which means they would do 36% per day. And then a 10% discount on equipment, so that means that all of our equipment here, or maybe that just means, let's see, it says equipment. I don't know what it means by equipment. Equipment discount is 10%. It's not reflecting down here, and I don't know, am I missing equipment? Maybe that's something that's going to be included in later on. So it pays to take care of your people, and plus the developers have also said that the more passengers that you run from station to station and service the towns, the more money that you're going to make from the the more that you support the industries, the more passengers that you're going to have to run. So to round this video out, I am going to hook up to our passenger consist, and we're gonna run him on up to bring him back up here to Whittier with our newly painted car, and then I'm gonna send him on up to Ela, and we'll make a couple of runs back and forth between there, and I'll probably just round this day out so that way I can have the 10-wheeler for tomorrow, because I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and do a live stream tomorrow. So let's ride this thing back to the Whittier yard. Really do wish that they would fix these sounds. They're not the world's worst, but I mean, they make decent placeholders, but they need some more variety to them. They need some more bass for one. They have a synthetic sound, which is kind of aggravating. How many cars are over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let me take it from you. Oops. Forgot I opened that switch this morning. Alright, let's do like a real brakeman and get back here. See how that dismount was? How it looked like, you know, you were literally stepping down off of the stirrup. That's something that first time I played this game I noticed, and I thought it was really cool touch. Where it's not like you just plop on the ground or whatever. It's like you're literally dismounting. You don't have to push a button or anything. You just back up and it just, boom, there you are. Alright. Whammer. I heard it drop. I heard it drop. Alright. Handbrake, I know. Don't judge me. We're doing this in a hurry. Alright. The same thing with going up the stairs. You don't just go flying off of the platform. It's like you literally climb this set of stairs, you go over, and then you climb that set of stairs. Or you go down that set of stairs. It's just some of them, the way that they do movements in this game is really, it's really, really cool. Alright. Off we go. So I'm going to drop down. We'll leave that switch line because we're going to be coming back here tonight. So what are we at? We don't have... The only service charge that we're going to have is $30 for the shop fee, and then we're going to have... We did $14 yesterday for the engineer. I'm just going to go ahead and budget $20, so we needed to make $50. We've already made $197. So we're already ahead, plus whatever the contracts pay out. So I'm going to call that to the good. So I'm going to make 2 passenger runs with this one and get everything set up for tomorrow. I may run some stuff off camera just to get a little bit more money built up till we can get to a point where we're going to maybe buy another locomotive or something. And I want to test a couple of things. I want to see if I can get the weather sorted out. Run! Why did the headlight turn off again? Oh, I guess because we were going in reverse. Wrong way, dummy. We're gonna have a vestibule on there. We are. So we made. That counts. So we should be able to load. We're gonna find out. We got 42 waiting to go to ELA. They haven't got picked up anymore. So as long as we have a vestibule down here on the platform, we should be able to load. So let's grab this guy here. We want to tell him we want to load for ELA. And if the numbers go up, the numbers are going up. So see, the thing about this game is that the stuff makes sense. If you have a vestibule that's on the platform, then there you go. It could also be that we're within the station limits right there too. That at least part of the car is there within the track. But I'm just going to say that we had it on the vestibule. So we're going to load up 42 people. We're going to make $42. And then I don't know what's waiting up at ELA. Probably, I'm going to guess, typically scale, it's about 20 people or so. 25 people, 20 to 25. So is that all 42? That is all 42. So I'm going to slap the AI engineer on the ass and tell him to get up on the road. Let's see here. Road forward. 30 mile an hour. Get on out of here. Those are wrong. Wait, they're wrong. Oh well. And as he rides off into the sunset, I'm going to call it an end for this video. I've rambled on long enough. I know I didn't talk a lot in this one. I am on the tired side, and I was more focused on what was going on and just didn't have a whole lot to say. So I will try and live stream on Saturday. Depending on when this video comes out, either the live stream is going to happen before or after. I will probably release this video before it happens, and then I don't know what time, if I live stream at all on Saturday. It just depends on what's going on. So with that being said, I will see you next time.